What is the biggest surprise or unexpected finding from this year's real estate allocation monitor?
Right. I think the continuing momentum in capital flows to the asset class, we were expecting to see a little bit of a slowdown, but there seems to be strong momentum in capital flows. At the same time, conviction is declining. So there are kind of cross currents here where there's capital to deploy, but investors are increasingly nervous about the asset class. So watching those two trends in contrast to each other, I think, is really important.
And are they typically contrasting each other historically?
Not typically, but I think their sentiment is an indicator of how and when investors will invest their capital.
Okay. And Doug, do you have any advice for students who are entering the real estate industry, given your years of experience?
Advice would be to try and find a place where you're working in a team environment where you can get exposed to, if it's transactional, as many transactions as possible. If it's consulting, more assignments on the consulting side. But importantly, work with a group of people who have a vested interest in helping advance your career. They want to train you, help you advance. An environment where you can really learn. That's most important to me. So that starting point is a launching pad. You may stay at that firm forever. Mm-hmm. Statistically, you're more likely to leave after a few years. So finding that right first spot, I think, is really important, and the people that you work with.
Okay, and maybe one follow-up to that: is there anything more technical that you'd wish you had known earlier in your career?
More technical? I'm not sure. I mean, I was always very focused on trying to challenge myself to read.
Okay.
And read about the industry and learn. If there was something in a meeting I didn't understand, challenge myself to go figure it out. Either ask the person I was working for to explain it to me, or go learn it on my own. I'm not sure there was a specific skill that I, in hindsight, didn't have.
Okay.
But it's more about figuring out along the way. And back to your prior question about career advice, I think we're always learning, right, in our roles. At least I feel like I always am. But the first few years, trying to figure out everything that's going on around you, and trying to challenge yourself to study the markets, read all the different publications that come across your desk. As busy as you are, carving that time out, I think, is invaluable.